Light here. How you all doing? Um, I haven't been doing live for a while. I've been busy doing a lot of things, but my research is getting pretty good. Um, Let me update on a few things I'm doing here. I'm getting ready to start a book. Be my first book, and had a friend of mine. He's going to help me out with the book. He came down and checked out the area and checked out my exhibit that I had, my photos, and checked out the area with me. And I showed him around on a few things. Um, that was on Saturday, Sunday. I'm sorry. And then yesterday I went out into my area and I took some pictures of um Bigfoot, and I got an incredible picture, which I'll probably make a video either tonight or tomorrow. And it's a Bigfoot holding the child, covering the child with that hand. You can see the thumbnail, you can see the hand, the fingers, holding the child's face into uh, his or her face, and then another child off to the side, like the face coming out from that group. It was probably about, oh man, 4 or 5 of them there, I guess, and it was pretty cool. That's a really, really nice picture. Well, you can see the hand; it's incredible how the hand is, and you can see their eyes, and then I mean, it was all. They were probably maybe about, I'm going to say, 50 feet in front of me. Um, and I think they were probably keeping the kids because I heard stuff in the woods there, right near the sand piles. That's where I went last night and did some investigation. It was starting to get dark, so I didn't want to stay there too long, but they were there, and I heard some noise in there. What noise? But like branches breaking and stuff, and I looked ahead, and there they were, and I took a picture of them. It was pretty remarkable. Um, so I'm going to put that up and share it with you later, like probably tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. Probably tonight though. So I just been doing things, getting stuff ready and trying to get my book to be published maybe in December or January. See how things goes. And my exhibit ends this month. They gave me an extra month out of it. I went from July, and they asked me to be there for the month of August, so that was pretty cool. I was delighted to do so. And a lot of people have inquired about buying some of my pictures that I have there. So we're going to do that as well. Um, I got a couple of things I'm working on now. I did the EMF meter yesterday back in the sand piles, where them piles were that I showed you before, with the holes in the middle of them. And you know, I went there with the EMF meter, and it didn't really show too much. If you see my last video I put up, it had a couple little beats here and there, but it wasn't as solid as what I thought it would be. So I'll be back here experimenting in that area too, trying to find more portals, uh, and that's what I've been doing. So I had a buddy come up from Florida, my buddy Mike, and he went back with me as well. But the area where I'm at, the state closed it down from March 23rd to September 3rd. So during that time, I can't go in this restricted area, but I still get in there a little bit, check on my batteries and stuff for my cameras that are back there. Yep. So that's it's pretty neat back here. But that opens up again September 3rd, and then I'll be able to have free willy back here and do what I got to do and not worry about anything. So that's what I'm looking to do, and then getting back to a couple other areas as well. Uh, Ongoing research, things that I'm seeing, I will relay to you all. And I got more audio things. I'm working on different things with that too to get better audio. So, I'm trying to put things together in my mind and doing experiments with stuff. So this is how I'm going to learn and be able to show you all also. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How you all doing? Good to see us. Good to see us here. Got people from all over here, huh? Okay. Here's Johnny, huh? Okay, Johnny. How you doing? Grandpa. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Grandpa. No, we had another milestone too, um, and I'm very, very happy with this. And I congratulate all of yous for signing up into my YouTube channel. You know, and helping me grow. We hit over 4,000 subscribers now. I think it was. I looked a little while ago. It was 4,032, and it's growing day by day. It's all because of you. I thank you all for doing so. You know, I really do. Well, I'm not 76, but anyway, it feels pretty good to be my age. At least I made it this far, God willing. Hi, Bonnie, Louisiana. Nice to see you here. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Yep, I'm checking in with everybody, trying to let everybody know what I'm doing and what I've been up to. And I got a video coming out tonight on a family of Bigfoot that I got last night, actually. And I'm going to try to get out tonight or tomorrow morning, the latest. But you'll see things with this family there was unbelievable. You can see the face, you can see the hand, and you can see the thumbnail. And the hand was like this, holding a child from me. I guess the baby, I don't know if it was a baby, but they got scared. I guess it was. She was holding it next to her. It's pretty phenomenal picture. I don't know, Johnny. Do you know Santa Claus? I know Christopher Columbus. So how you been, Sarah? How you doing? How's things going in Tennessee there? How you doing, Bonnie, in Louisiana? How's everything going there? How's the weather with you all? Yeah, I know. You must have a big garden, canning tomatoes and what else, other stuff you had? Peppers and stuff like that. That's a good thing to do, especially the prices, the way food is now. If you can store that stuff. My mom used to do it all the time. Down our base, we had shelves of pickles and uh, tomatoes, and you name it, she did it. She even made dandelion wine, which was outstanding. Green beans and tomatoes and chow chow. Yeah, I always wanted to do make that dandelion wine, and if you ever had it, it's awesome. You get the flowers and you mash them down, you ferment them, you put fruit and everything into it. It's incredible taste, very good for you. My mom used to do that. But like I said, I'm happy with the channel right now. 4,032. It's probably more as I'm talking to you now, and we're growing. Yeah, people, thank you all for subscribing and believing what I'm showing you. And You know, you keep me going because I want to put more stuff out for you all to see. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. A lot of work. I think I have 608 videos, and I just put one up uh, last night. So I'm going to make the other one tonight, like I said, or the latest tomorrow morning. So it'll be 609 videos. There's a lot of work into that, and anybody who has done so knows what I'm talking about. Just to make one video. So I put my life on the line when I go out there, and I have some close calls with stuff. But I'm still here, and thank God for that. Yeah, I know. I was in Louisiana in 2001. Uh, actually, was at LSU, and had a track meet, had a national track meet there, and I had to throw early in the morning. I think the meet started like no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. It was in the afternoon, and I had to practice in them. I was down for 2 weeks. I had two national meets back to back, and I was going out 8 o'clock in the morning, trying to get on the runway to do stuff, and I was beat red, man. And that lion, that tiger they got there, I think he thought it was a hamburger because he was right behind the javelin runway, and I was. He kept looking at me wherever I walked, man. He was just zooming in on me. So I'm glad that he was in the cage because I probably wouldn't be here now. That thing was humongous. His feet were his paws were so huge, and I think I don't know how long they were. Maybe I'm gonna say 9 foot long. Maybe I don't even know. But the thing was huge. But they had it there, and like I said, I didn't see any bugs out here, though, so that's a good thing. I didn't see any bugs there. And I had a lot of Cajun food. Loved it. People were great. And I was there for, like I said, 2 weeks. Had a real good time. I don't know how you get used to that humidity, though. When we got hot up here where I'm at and it gets humid out, man, the mosquitoes come out and they carry you away. But and then they had the Louisiana hot sauce to eat all that stuff. Crawfish. I'll tell you what I did have down there though was alligator. It was good. It was diced up like in cubes, and it was Cajun, Cajun made, Cajun cooked, whatever you want to call it. And they were good. I had a whole big bowl of it. Never thought I would eat alligator, but I did that day. Yep. What part of Louisiana are you from, Bonnie? So what else you canning now, Sarah? Are you done canning now? You still got more stuff to do. Yeah, the music, I love it. I love the music area, and it's pretty wild. And I was looking, I forget the name of the place we went to eat. There was a place there. They had the Cajun music and all, and I mean, it was crazy. It was a beautiful night, and they overlooked like a dock, and there was a river there. And my buddy was with me, and he says, "Look, there's alligators there." I said, they weren't alligator. They were alligator turtles, I think they call them. And these things were zooming all over. It looked like an alligator, but they were turtles. Yep, North Shore, smack dab between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. Okay, all right, all right. Beautiful down. Like I said, the hospitality was second to none. I really enjoyed it. People were great. They go out of their way to make you happy, and that's Southern hospitality. Up north where I live, you're lucky if you get half of that. Different type of people. Pickled peppers. Okay. Sour. Did you ever pickle eggs? You ever pickle eggs before? Okay. Alligator turtles get used, and they're mean. Yeah, I saw that. They were pretty big. I guess the in the water swimming will come after you too, right? Watermelon rind. How do you eat that? Pickled watermelon rind. Never heard of that. Wow, canned potatoes too, huh? That's awesome. I never seen anybody, you even heard before. Pickled watermelon rind. You'll 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 lose a toe if you're out there with them. They look pretty nasty. They look like speedboats coming towards us. You know, we're on a deck looking and throwing some food out there. They were going crazy. But they're snapping turtles, right? Alligator turtles. They look like an alligator. The thing that was coming out looks like an alligator's head coming at it at the deck there. So I don't know. It's not my place that I'd want to swim. I'll have to look that up and see, because we eat a lot of watermelon up here. So instead of throwing out the rind, I'm going to see maybe there's a recipe I can go online, check it out, and make it. That sounds interesting. Uh, I'm 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 uh, I'm open minded to a lot of things, and food is a soft spot for me. One thing I'm not a meat eater though, not anymore anyway. I used to be a meat eater years ago, but I'm not anymore. So, uh, fruits and vegetables and things like that, I'm good with. Um, Olive oil, I take a tablespoon of olive oil in the morning, and that gets me going. It's very good for you to nutritionally as well. Is that pickled watermelon rind? Is that a southern recipe, or is that? Because I never heard of it before. One hundred 25 pounds. Yeah, that could do some harm to you. And I'm sure when they latch on, they don't let go either. Because we have some big snappers up here. I think the biggest snapper I saw probably had to go 50 pounds, and he had a piece of wood, you know, probably about an inch round. He went after it, came down and crushed it. Crushed the piece. It was a branch, just crushed it. Like if your finger was there, there would be nothing left of your finger. It chewed it right off. But 125 pounds, that's a big boy there. You can't eat them, could you? I mean, people they eat snappers up here. You guys eat them down there? Hey, Sarah, does anybody can carrots too? You can carrots as well, and pears and apples and stuff like that. Okay, okay. I used to eat seafood. I used to go crabbing all the time. My dad and later on we used to go crabbing. We'd have used to steam them in beer, the crabs, clean them though, and steam them in beer, and then put linguine, get the beer sauce that you made, and with a hot pepper, and put it over the linguine and eat it like that, and eat the crab. I used to go crabbing all the time after work to shoot out by the bay and get on the bridge and crab and get a couple dozen. It was good. Okay, yeah, you're right. Turtles and reptiles. Yep. I used to fish a lot up here. I haven't done it in a while, but we used to go striper fishing, and you get them, you cut them in squares, you fillet it, cut them in 1 inch squares, and then put them in the oven and put Old Bay on top of it, and then bake them like that. And man, that was good. Um, I haven't striper fished in quite a few years, probably about maybe almost 10 years now. Nope. Yep. Hey, Daniel, how you doing, buddy? I finally had a chance to get on to see all my friends, say hello to you and all, man. Uh, hey, Daniel, we hit over 4,000 now on the YouTube channel. Just congratulating everybody. I mean, I did the work, but you made it happen, and I'm very happy to have you on my team. If it wasn't for you all, it wouldn't be what it's doing. How you been, Dan? How you been? You all right? Everything's good? Yeah, nowadays with botulism and everything else, you never know. You go to a supermarket and you don't know what you're going to get in them things, you know. You got to make sure when you get stuff, everything's cooked good too. Just can't leave it out. Yeah, man, what you been up to, Daniel? You still traveling around, buddy? Thank you, man. Yep. Okay, we're here. I don't know if you were here when I said I'm going to start writing a book and hopefully have it done um, by December and maybe have it published. If I was talking to a guy the other day who's going to help me out. He published a few books. He's been doing it for like 25 years, and he says if I get it done, proofread and everything else in December, I could probably put in a marker, say like maybe March or something like that. So that's my goal right now to try to do. It's not going to be a big book, you know. It may be like about 100 pages, maybe something like that. For my first one, I'll check it out and put the feelers out to see how things go with it. But it's going to be how I started, things that I've done, pictures. I'm going to have a picture book as well with it. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And probably my pictures will probably be most of them be in color. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to start that and get that out of the way too. Plus my research and then I start my coach in first week of December. So hopefully by then I can have my book done and get proofreading and everything else, get it copyrighted, the whole deal, get it out of the way, and put it on the shelves in March or um, April sometime. Yeah, I stay busy. I'm retired, but I'm busier now when I when I have my own business. You gotta stay busy doing stuff. Otherwise, just life eats you up. You just gotta be. I'm blessed to do what I'm doing at my age, and I have a birthday coming up Sunday, August the 18th. I'll be 74 years old. So my sister, her birthday was the 6th of August, and I'm the 18th. And I call her my older sister, but she's younger. Hi, Ellie. How you doing tonight? Nice you check in. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I'm thinking of doing something for myself on my birthday. I might do a little. I might do it. No, don't hold me to it. I'm thinking about maybe doing a night adventure back in my research area if I get the nerve to do so. Uh, so far, I've been lucky. I had a few close calls, but I think I might go and see if I can set up something. Probably take one of my buddies with me and go back there, not for a long time, maybe for like an hour or so, and scoot around and see what I can audio and see what I can take as far as night vision and do some video as well. I think that would be cool. Thank you, thank you, Ellie. You're Leo too. Awesome. So your birthday's coming up too. Happy early birthday to you, Ellie. Where you from? Yeah, that'd be a pretty good project if I can get the gumps to go out there and not be afraid, because I know it's back here. If I didn't know it was back here, it'd probably be a lot easier for me to do so. But got to see what happens. Where you from, Ella? I did find something the other day, which is very strange, and I'm probably gonna make a video on it. Maybe if I can get there tomorrow. Out of nowheres was a piece of wood standing straight up, nothing around it, for no fire or nothing, but it was just standing straight up in the middle of this. I call it my desert, but it's not. It's just these sand mounds. And I looked at it and I said, "This is strange. I didn't have my video camera to take a video with it, but I'm going to go back here and check it out and maybe put an audio recorder and leave it out there all night, close by, to see what that thing is and who put it there and what it's doing there, and maybe I can figure that out." Well, you in Wharton State Forest? Um, I'm not far. I'll probably be from Wharton. I'm probably about a half an hour, 45 minutes, but it's all pine lands, if you know about that. And it all goes down to where I'm at. I'm in South Jersey, around the Millville area. But all that woods goes through Cumberland County, Atlantic County. It all goes up that way to Hamilton, Batstow, and all the way to Wharton Forest. I used to hunt in Wharton Forest years ago. I see some crazy things there, and heard some crazy things there as well. And in fact, I went to Batstow. Uh, I guess it was about 12 years ago, looking for a Jersey Devil, and I found a Jersey Devil, took pictures of it, and right now I have it in my exhibit, the picture of it, and he's around, he's around, he's around. Clementon Blackwood, okay, that's not far. It's not far. Yep. If you want to see my exhibit, I have one right now at the Vinyl Library. Okay, and it's been there for, this is the second month. It was there all month of July. They asked me to stay till August, till the end of August. Uh, the hours are 9 a.m. to 7:30, 4 nights a week, Monday through Thursday, and Friday from 9 to 5. And right now they're closed Saturdays and Sundays. So if you get, I got 52 pictures there of things that'll blow your mind. So if you're in the area, you just want to take a ride down from Clementon, you're probably like a half hour away, I guess. Go right down, I guess it would be what, 55 south. You get into Vineland on Landis Avenue and head east. And the library is probably about 2 miles up from there, and you can check it out. And I think you would like it. Yep, yep. I know. I heard some stuff back there, and I was up there bow hunting one time, and I parked my car on a ridge right around the gunning clubs there, Buck Range Gunning Club, and if you're familiar with that area there, and there was a ridge there, and the woods both sides, and I'm back here in the laurels, bow hunting, all camouflage. So I mean, it was a hole. It was laurel bushes there in front of me, and then there was a road, and then it goes back to where my vehicle was. Probably about a good quarter mile into the woods there, and it started getting dark, and I heard something walking, and I'm looking. I see two legs. I'm saying, well, there's no deer that walks on two legs, but it was an animal, and it was making noise like I never heard before, and you can hear it breathing. It was going real heavy like that, man. So every hair in my body stood up, and it was starting to get dark. I said, well, I got a bow and arrow, and I'm a pretty good shot, but I don't know if I'm good enough to get this thing, whatever it was. I kept watching and watching and watching. The bushes were moving, and finally, it went. It was on 2 feet. That was it. And it looked like deer legs, but it was no deer unless the deer got half a body. I never saw the upper part of it. And when I thought the coast was clear, I got out and I ran to my vehicle, man, and I just threw my stuff in the back of the car. I peeled out of there, and that never went back to that area. Scared me big time. And there was a lot of things up there, so that could have been maybe Jersey Devil. I'm not sure, but whatever it was walking on two legs, and I never went back to that place at all. Silver Fox, how you been? Good to see you. Well, not to see you, but good to know you're here. Great, great, great. Welcome back. Yeah, that really scared me. And this is a long time ago. I was probably back then. I'm going to say probably in my late teen, not my late teens, my late 20s, early maybe mid 30s. I might have been. So you're talking about 40 some years ago. Never been back here since. Never. And I don't even care about going back here because what I saw, I saw. And even today, I think about it, I still get that vision of what was there, and I get chills up and down my back. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a book. I'm hoping it'll be the guy's helping me out. He has many articles and books published about he does about guns and stuff like that. He's a very smart guy. He's a young guy, but he knows a lot of stuff, and he's going to help me out. I have to make a skeleton of it and then put things together. The pictures that I want to be in there, and then be able to talk about the pictures and put it in there. Give reference to whoever, whatever. If anybody want to add their story to, uh, to the book, I'll actually put that in there as well. So these are things I'm knocking around now. But if I start on it, say September, so that give me September, October, November, say 4 months to write it. If I stay on it, I think I can get it done. It's only gonna be about 100 pages, maybe 120 to max. Um, and then get a copyrighted proofs and everything else, and then hopefully be in the shelves for March or April. That's what he told me. That's how long it would take to get it, published and all that. So that's what I'm looking to do. Yeah, I think we'll do well. I mean, I'm excited about it, but I'm a go-getter, and I've always been. And what's that say? Mark Barton and his encounters. See, I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, I know. In fact, up in Wharton there, Tabernacle area, you're probably familiar with it. 3 years ago, it'll be 3 years in November. There was a man, an elderly person, a couple that went missing. They had a cabin, and right behind the house, you used to have a field there, and behind there it was real thick. I mean, if you know about Wharton, these areas over here, you can't see your hand in front of you at nighttime. And with all the thickets that are there, this guy used to hunt there. So his daughter called the house, stopped by the house, didn't see him. She called for 2, 3 days. She looks in the back, way back, about 250 feet behind their cabin. He had a field there with field cameras up there where he used to hunt. And there was the ATV where the mother and father had taken, and he had his gun, rifle, whatever he had there, was still on the ATV. They were nowhere to be seen. And they called the cops. The cops came here, state police. They had the dogs and everything else. And there was no scent of them walking anywhere. No nothing. The cameras that he had set up there didn't show any foul play. Didn't show anything as to how they disappeared. They looked for him for 3 days. And they combed that area for 3 days. Cops, dogs, everything else, couldn't find nothing. So then the state police brought this drone in there, and they seen colored clothes way back in the thicket. And they had to go in there. They found the bodies. There was nothing, like they were dismembered or anything like that. And they were laying side by side. They were dead. But here's the kicker. That man, if he killed his wife, could never drug him through that area there, because that's how thick it was with the briars and the underbrush and laurels and everything else. If you know Tabernacle, those woods are very thick, and it'd take a tank to go through there. Anyway, they found the bodies. She had to walk with a cane, so there was no cane around. There was no way she could have walked through there herself as well. And they did autopsies on them. They buried them. Never found out how they died. Never found out what killed them. So my hunch was, and I tell this to everybody, was he went back there, probably seen a Bigfoot or a dog man, and came back and got his gun and got his wife real fast to go back there to try to kill this thing. Now I know, as a matter of fact, if you have the intentions of going back there and killing a Bigfoot, they read your mind. They know what you're thinking before you even go there. And you go back here with their gun to kill their children or them, they're going to kill you. You'll never get out of them woods. They'll never make it. So I'm thinking that's what happened to them. Or the Jersey Devil got them and just picked them up and killed them. They had a heart attack and laid them side by side. That's my theory on it. To this day, they never found out what happened to them, that I know of anyway. Yep, yep. How old was I when I had my first Bigfoot experience? Well, I've heard them. I used to hunt, like I said before. Um, and back in this area where I go, I'd be up in my tree stand, and I know deer come out. I know I got the sound of the deer. I know where they're at. You can hear them. But and you would see them. But I'm hearing all these different cries, like it sounded like people talking, and and it scared me. I'm looking around. What's this noise? What's walking? It was real heavy, and nothing. Couldn't see nothing at all. And then you hear like a growl. It wasn't a dog or a bear or anything like that. It was like a growl, And again, I get down my tree. I shoveled on out. I had a gun, but as far as I know, you can't kill them. Uh, then if they know you're going to try to kill them or shoot them, you'll never make it out of the woods. So I don't even hunt anymore. I used to hunt. I was a big hunter. Don't even hunt anymore because I know they told me when I found a place where I'm at. This was about maybe in this one area about 4 years ago. I found an area where I figured they might be coming through out of a swamp. I put a camera up. I think I told you this before. Had a camera on one area, and about 70 feet in the front of that one, I had another camera, and I put apples in the middle of it. And then I had my audio recorder. What they did, they shut down my audio recorder after 7 minutes after I left. I had that thing out for 15 hours. I went back the next morning. The audio recorder was shut off. Batteries fully charged, shut down. I go to my camera. They're still on. I shut them both off. I get home. I shut down my audio recorder. And they said, I said, I'll see you in the morning. I'll be back. And they said to me, we're going to shut down your camera. And we're going to shut down your audio recorder. And you can hear one of them said, he brought apples, like I'm giving them stuff to eat. And the apples were gone, by the way. There was no deer tracks eating them. He brought apples for us, they said. And then, so they shut the one camera that was near the swamp, had 13 pictures of me coming to it in the morning. Nothing at night, nothing. We walking away after I set it up, nothing. Just me going there in the morning. So they shut it down, and then they turned it on when they knew I was coming there in the morning. The other camera that was opposite that had 433 pictures. So they knew where they come through. I had it placed pretty good. They shut that down. And they're very highly intelligent. They're not, people call them animals, but they're not. They're humans. They're a different type of human. And they told me on my audio, don't play games with the children. And I still got the audios. I think I did a couple of videos with it. And they told me if I come back there, they're going to kill me. They didn't know me. So 3 days of thinking, I'm going to go back there and make amends with them. They said because they don't like humans, because humans destroy the beasts of the woods. No, they disrespect the beasts of the woods, meaning them and all the animals in the woods that people go and they hunt, they kill them. They're all friends. They look after them, and and then people trash the woods. They set fire, so that's why they don't like humans, and that's why it's hard to make amends with them. But they know who I am now. They read your mind. They know your heart. If you're a good person, and I told them like I'm talking to you all. They don't play games. They respect you, and you have to give them respect and back and forth. So that's a cool thing. Yeah, Ellie, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I've been doing it for a while. In fact, I started doing paranormal work back in early 2000. So I use that as a way to communicate and to do things with my Bigfoot research as well. And it works out fine because everybody thinks, well, uh, Dogman and Bigfoot, they're gonna tear you apart. There's good and bad in people too. And I think once a cryptid gets the trust, they know you're not out to hurt them. You want to be their friend. I think they all like you, but they still watch you from a distance. But I've walked in a swamp. I call it Cryptid Swamp. That's the name I gave it. And I had cameras set up in there, and Dogman was like 30 feet away from me and looking at me as I'm walking. Never bothered me. The only time I know when they're around is if I smell like a cigar smoke, a faint cigar smoke. That's the odor to me that Dogman's around. That's what they do to me. Bigfoot, uh, when I first started doing it, I smelled like a musty odor, like a dog, wet fur, or a deer swamp with the wet fur. And then it would go away. It wouldn't stay there long. Just they're close by you. And it's amazing. It's amazing what they do. And I've seen a couple of their structures back there where I'm at. In fact, Dogman took over one structure and just totally destroyed it. And if you look at my videos, you'll see where Dogman's in the structure that he's in. You can see his face and everything in there, man. Have you ever smelled urine from them? You talking about? I mean, I smelled like fox urine and coyotes and stuff like that. But I never smelled any urine or anything, nothing like that. No. With them, yeah. But I really got into it. Really got into it. Tell you what, Ella, was back in around 2013. I used to do cross country. I was a cross country coach for the college, local college here. And I set up a course back in this area for the boys and the girls, two different courses. And I went to a coffee shop one day, and some lady asked me if I coached. So I told her yeah. And she wanted to learn. She was a master's runner, older woman. So she wanted me to, work her out to get her in shape. I said, okay, we'll do it. So I said, meet me out over here on a Sunday morning. I says, and I'll set up the course and you can run. She says, okay, fine. So we both go out there. I take my truck and she had her car, and then her husband was there and with his truck. And we started walking up this hill. It was all sand, and I seen these footprints. Now, I'm 6 foot tall. I take a stride. I'm about 3 foot stride, maybe, roughly. The stride of this, wherever it was, I still say it was a Bigfoot. I had to jump from the right foot to the left foot to get that stride. It was about 6 foot. And she's looking at me like, what's the matter? I said, I don't know. I says, it started out of nowhere and just disappearing. She said, what do you think it is? I said, it could be Bigfoot. So she got all scared. And it kind of put a little chill down my neck too. But I said, look, we'll be okay. Just run the course. I walked the course where she ran. She did it twice. She came back. This was in the second week of December now. It was cool out. So we go back to where our vehicles are at, right? Yeah, long time. And we're there, and it was like a train track and a path that came over from where we just were at. Her husband parked on the side. The path was in the middle, my truck, then her car. I'm talking to her husband, and I look up and I see something just behind a hedgerow. I didn't know what it was at first, and I said, "Do you see that?" He says, "No, why?" I said, "There, something was just there. It looked like a human. I don't know what it was." So he said, "I didn't see it." So I kept looking, talking to him. I kept looking, I didn't see anything else move. So now he says, "Okay." He tells his wife, "I'll be home. I'll meet you home." Okay, fine. So now we're talking on the other side of this path that comes from that area. My truck's here. I'm in the middle, and her car's to the left of me. All of a sudden, I look up. And here comes this guy. I call him like a dapper Dan, man. His hair was all slicked down. He had a shirt on, it was a dress shirt, short sleeves, nice and neat. Pants were nice and neat. When he came over that hill, he had feet. Looked like they were about 20 inches long and about 6 inches wide. No socks or shoes on, and his feet were white. And I'm looking. I'm saying, what the heck am I seeing here? It's the only day I never had a camera with me. I left my camera at home like a student not. If I would have had that, what a video that would have been. But the dude walks by. He wouldn't even acknowledge us. He's walking straight by like this on the other side of my truck. Never looked at us. Goes down to a little bit of intersection there. Looks. We turn around looking at him. He turns around, walks right by my truck. Never even looked at us, made eye contact, never said boo hoo or anything like that. Walked over to the tracks where made a right to the tracks, and he started walking. So I said, we better go. So I go home. I was about, I don't know, about 5 minutes away. I come back on my camera. I figure I'm going to get this dude. Nowheres, man. Couldn't find no prints of him at all. So what I saw that day is beyond me. Could have been somebody that got lost in time. It could have been a Bigfoot, uh, you know, mimicking us, not to scare us, but it scared us, believe me. And he was average height. I'm going to say about maybe my height, 6 foot. But he looked good looking dude, man. But he never acknowledged us when we were there. Now, if you're out there, no shoes on, you're lost, don't you think that you would say, hey, I'm lost, can you please help me out? And it's the second week of December, so it wasn't the warmest day of the year. It was pretty cool out. And then I got into that, and I said, you know what, there's more into this what I'm going to do. Then I started doing my research, and it brought me to where I'm at today, and I'm thankful for that. Yeah, Dapper Dan. It was crazy, believe me. It was crazy. Every time I go back there, I'm looking for this guy. Uh, haven't seen him since, so I don't know. Don't know where he's at. You know, he'll probably come in when I had no camera again. But I think it might have been. I think it might have been a Bigfoot. You know, just let me know. 'Cause if they'd have come out and walked like that, I probably would have had a heart attack. But I've seen him now. I got one. Her name is Roxanne. It's not the name I gave her. It's the name they put on my audio. Who she was. And I got a picture of her. And in my library exhibit, I got a picture of me standing there with her, right up against where she's at near the tree. And you can see her feet. Her feet, my size feet are size 13. Her feet had to be. They make mine look like a midget, man. So, you know, she's probably about 7.5 foot tall. But people are amazed at that picture. They see her and they just can't believe it, you know. Hey, John, how are you? Have you ever been on? No, I haven't. I haven't. I've been on. I've been on one time, but it wasn't with these guys. No, Confessions is great. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. I have to check them out. You know, just there's so many things out there, and a lot of stories you hear. You know, and I heard so many things about you. You got to be watching. Got to watch out. Uh, One time, I got one little guy. His name is Kevin. He's a juvenile, but he's starting to get pretty big now. And when I met him, he was a little guy. Had pictures of him and all. And now he's pretty big. He's taller than I am. And what they do, we call it cloaking, but it's not cloaking. What they do is they have vibrations. See, we're in our. You're seeing me on a low vibration right now. You're in a low vibration. They know how to make the vibrations go higher and higher so they disappear, and they're still there. This is what they do. That's why they hide behind trees and they go. You'll see footprints goes out 7 to 10 feet. Where they start from and where they end from, you don't know. They disappear. They get the vibrations and it makes them do that. So I'm looking into that stuff too and see how they do that, and maybe I'll try to do it myself and scare some people. I don't know. Double D, how you doing, Double D? Hope everybody's doing well. I love you all. Um, if you just tuned in, I got things I've been working on, and I got a video coming up. Like if I get some time to do it tonight, if not, it'll be tomorrow. Of a family of Bigfoot that I got last night. They were right in front of me. I took a picture of them. Actually, I was taking a video, and I took the video, and they weren't moving. So as I walked away, I went back and I looked over the video on my computer, and I seen it there, and took the picture off that, and I'm making a video of that. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. You can see their hand, you can see her thumb, you can see her thumbnail and her hand, big hands. Well, my hands are big, but I can't do what she did or he did. But he was holding the child next to him. So I guess maybe the child was trying to get away to run away, or maybe to come and scare me, and they didn't allow that to happen. So that was pretty cool. If I had four of them coming at me like that, and I didn't have my machete with me, I left it up on the hill, and I'm saying to myself, I'm back here now, nothing to do anything with. Not that it would help anyway, because I'm not out to hurt them, and they know that. But it's just coyotes and stuff back here too, and snakes, timber rattlers. No dice for me. I don't like them. I don't like that. But they're around, so that's why I bring a machete. I'm good. Yep, I'm glad you're good. Everybody's doing well. I got some stories I can go on for hours, people. But it's almost an hour now that we've been talking, and the time flies by when you're having fun. And stay tuned to things I'm be putting up. And check that video out, like I said, either tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow, definitely the latest. And I got a couple other things I'm working on as well. Um, I got over 300,000 pictures that I've taken. So I'm going to try to get some pictures and make some videos out of that as well from a long time ago when I first started. Things I even forgot about, but I know they're there. I have them on my external hard drives. I got 3 external hard drives. Each one of them is a terabyte, so there's a lot of pictures. So that's what I'm working on. You're welcome, John. Appreciate it. I'm glad I'm glad you like what I do. Thank you, Ellie. Uh, if you're on here and you haven't subscribed, please do. The YouTube channel is growing every day. Like I said before, I'm over 4,030 some now. I think 4,032 subscribers, and I'm very pleased with that, and I'm happy. And I love you all for being there and listening to what I do, and if it wasn't for you to show your interest in what I'm doing, I wouldn't be doing it. But I thank you all. I thank you all, and at that point, I'm gonna shut down now. I gotta go spend some time with my pet dog, and then get things together and make this video. And I appreciate all of you. Well, 5,000. That's my deal. I want to get 100,000, but I don't know. I'll probably be 90 years old by the time that happens. But anyway, uh, little by little, it's getting there, and I thank you all for believing in me, and you share your thoughts about things too. And if you have any questions, I'll do the best I can to answer. Um, I do have a Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, it's called Bigfoot Truth. You can check that out. Become a member of that. It doesn't cost nothing. Just hey, I want to become a member, and I'll clue you in there. There's things that I put on there that I'll put on my YouTube channel as well. So you can share your thoughts and experiences if you have any on there as well too. I'll try confessional, John. I really appreciate that, and you know that's what I'll try to do, and I appreciate all your input, everybody. And Ellie, thank you. Uh, Double D, Sarah, John, Daniel, if you're still here, and everybody else, have a great night. God bless you, and stay safe, and peace and love to all of you. I thank you all for chiming in tonight with me. Thank you very much. God bless.